Okay, thank you guys all for joining and welcome this evening. I'm Cindy Bregerman. I am a two-star director with Planet Marketing. If you don't know me, I am your upline. If you're on this, this is our team meeting. We have weekly at 9 o'clock on every Wednesday. So just a little bit about myself. I'm from St. Henry, Ohio. I'm married. I have 5 kids. And I do this full time. I actually work casually at a hospital doing patient transport. I'm an EMT, and I make my own hours. So I just like go on call, and they call me if they have it's a little rinky-dink hospital. So we live out in the middle of the cornfields. So if they, have a patient that needs more extensive care, we transport them by ambulance to a bigger hospital like an hour or two away. So that's kind of what I do, and they'll just call me in if they need me. So it's kind of it works because I can make my own schedule with the hospital and do this in my own time also. So it works out perfect. But I joined this business a little over a year ago, and what interests me the most about this business was obviously the travel. Because we've always taken our kids on vacations and was always saving for our next trip and planning our next trip. So that was one of the big reasons. I was actually on a cruise when I heard about this business. So it was the best time to introduce this to somebody when they're on a cruise, right? Because I wanted to find a way to live on a cruise ship because I love cruising. When we were on our cruise, we were like, let's just find a way to live on a cruise ship without working on one. Now we have that opportunity. God answered our prayers while we were on that ship. But tonight I'm going to, finish this with a training on booking group cruises on Carnival. That's what I'm familiar with. I'm not familiar with a lot of the other cruise lines. I've really only done Carnival, so that's what I'm going to show you. And I'm also going to show you how you can make posters and flyers for advertisements. I had a lot of people asking me, they seen my flyer out there this week that I put together for a group cruise that I'm doing. And so I thought I would teach you guys how to do that because it's free and it's easy. So a little bit about the team. You guys are on fire. 106 new travel agents in January. This is crazy. I don't know if any other teams have done that. I would love to know, but you guys are on fire, excited, and the excitement attracts attracts people to us. So we do have a team competition going. My husband and I put this together. Every independent travel agent that's added to the team between February 5th and February 15th, 10 days. This is a 10-day stretch. We're going to put $5 into the pot. Okay, and then for each travel agent that you enroll, you get an entry into that drawing. All right, right now, we just are 2 days into it. There's $40 into the pot already. So last week alone, we had 44 new independent travel agents. So the pot could get big for a 10-day stretch. So get your name in so you have a chance to win that cash. The drawing is going to be held on February 16th. All right. Let's see. With adding that many reps and travel agents, we put together this website because we knew this was going to happen. We knew come January, February, March, a ton of travel agents were going to be joining the company. So we wanted to put together a training page for the team. I'm going to put this in the chat, and you guys can write this down. Our team training page, if you have not been on it yet, is goldstartravelcrew.com. Okay, and the password is all lowercase success. So write that down. Keep that password private with our team only, and you can walk around that. I put a new member orientation out there on the page. You can check that out. It kind of walks you through everything if you have not been able to attend one of those yet either. Let's see. There's a few things that I'm going to be working on. Michelle Blanton is helping me. She has some amazing ideas. So one of them is a welcome sheet and a packet for new travel agents and reps. Just so you kind of have a check off in your hand. You can print it off. We'll email it to the new travel agent, new rep, and have that just to check off. I know we have the training website, but still people kind of want a guide on what to do next. So we're going to, create that. We're going to work on that tomorrow. Actually, Michelle and I are getting together. We're going to Columbus to the meeting, but we're going to leave early in the morning so we have several hours to work. We're also going to do a 7-day launch team-wide if you are wanting to launch your business. And this can be either for reps or ITAs, okay? If you want to, whatever side of the business, or you can do both. We're going to put together a way to do that and guide you guys through it on those 7 days. And we're going to have that in our team training page so you can do it anytime you want to do it. And we'll explain more about that. If we get that all put together, maybe we'll train on that maybe next week on the meeting. We're also going to have a checklist for the training page, just like the welcome sheet and packet. We're going to have a checklist right on the welcome page on the training page. Let's see. And we're also going to go over utilizing Eventbrite. I know there's a lot of people that have success using Eventbrite, even as far as webinars, inviting people to webinars. You can make them public. People can come to them, and it's a way to utilize social media for free. If you have a weekly meeting in your area, you can create an Eventbrite and invite people that way also. So we'll go over utilizing those in different ways. Let's see. Michelle, if there's anything else you can think of that we're going to be working on, put it in the chat, or you can say it afterwards when I unmute everybody. Let's see. New reps and new travel agents. We want you guys to get your business launched. We don't want you to be a secret agent. You want people to know that what you're doing. If you're working on travel only, let's get some kind of a flyer out there introducing you as a travel agent, doing a live video, doing a travel party, whether it's, inviting people to your home and we do a live event, like, across the computer to the people in your room. They can ask questions. I can see them. We can set something up like that if you're not in the area where somebody can help you with, where you live. But we want you to get launched the next few days. So get with your gold builder or above and get that scheduled, and let's everybody get launched so people know what you're doing. I see Michelle put a message. The 7-day launch, yeah. Okay. Let me see. Events coming up. National convention, very important. If you guys want to grow your business, if you want to meet the top leaders in the business, if you want to just see how the business is ran, get motivation, education from top leaders, whether you are a builder or a travel booker, it's still beneficial to get to Planet Marketing because the convention, because you're going to learn as a business person, as an entrepreneur. You're going to learn so much at one of these, and you're going to get so much motivation. You're going to feel more confident about your company that you're working with, working for. It's in Baltimore, April 5th through 7th. I have the 4th written down because I'm leaving on the 4th. But it's April 5th through 7th, and it starts Thursday night. I think at 7, there's a big pep rally. On Friday, there are, I think, education classes from 9 to 5. And on Saturday is open sessions, I think like 9 to noon and then 2 to 4. So it's done on Saturday at 4 o'clock. Many of us are staying until Sunday because we will, probably go out to dinner on Saturday night and maybe go do some dancing or something. We'll get a team get together on Saturday. But it's fun. You get to meet other people in the business. So whether you are Planet Marketing or just a travel agent only, you're still welcome to go to it because you're going to, build relationships with people too and get ideas. There's many Super Saturdays and Sundays for the month of February out there, starting already this weekend. I'm going to be in Akron, Ohio. They're all over. Go to your Planet Marketing to Planet Now and go to, let's see, Planet Now and then events. and then you will type in your city in the search bar and find out where yours is. And I did post them in the team page also, in the Gold Star Planeteers Facebook page. All right, I'm going to start with training. Told you guys this is going to be short and sweet. I don't know, this training might take a little bit. I'm going to share my screen, and first I'm going to show you guys how to put together a group cruise. Okay, and this is with Carnival. And then I'm going to show you how to make flyers and posters. So I'm going to just kind of run through this group cruise. I have a more detailed one already in the team page about booking group cruises, but this is going to kind of show you a little bit the basics of putting together a group cruise. So I'm going to share my screen here and find the correct website. Okay, I need to move this out of the way. All right, so Carnival, you'll go to goccl.com. You can see it right here, goccl.com. Go Carnival Cruise Line. All right, and then you're going to log in. You're going to create your profile if you haven't done that yet. You can see it says, hi, Lucinda. That's my name. You didn't know. You're going to click a group booking. So you're going to click booking. Individual stateroom is if you're just going to book one room for somebody. So you're going to book a group. So you're going to hit group bookings. You guys might want to take notes. So say you want to create a group. We are actually talking about making a group cruise to Alaska next summer. So I'm going to go to 2019 and look in the beginning of August is when we want to do this. So I'm going to search the whole month of August, and then group type, you want to click affinity group. I don't know what ship, but I do know we want to go to Alaska. You're wanting to go to like one of the Caribbean islands and you're not sure if it's Eastern, Western, Southern, just hit Caribbean and it will, bring them all up. But we want to do an Alaska cruise, and Alaska cruises are usually longer. It only gives you that one option, 6 to 9 days, and we want to leave out of Seattle, which is the only option on that also. And you're going to keep all sailings clicked. So then you're going to search. All right, this tells me the dates that the cruise leaves and how many days, and then what cruise ship. So Carnival Legend is the one that's out of Seattle. All right, and if you click Alaska, it'll tell you the itinerary. So you can see a fun day. It's going to several different stops in Alaska, and it stops in Canada going back to Seattle. So there's only really one day at sea on that one. I'm going to see if they're all the same. It looks like, let me look at this one in July. They're all the same itinerary, so they just keep doing that week after week. So then you can choose what week you want, and you can see in July they're more expensive, and they get cheaper as you get closer to that when school starts. I'm going to choose like this August 13th one, just because it's mid-August right before school would start. I'm going to select that. Okay, so this is where you choose your group name. I'm going to just put winter getaway. I like wintertime. I love snow, and I'm going to get away in July. I'm going to call it winter getaway. You can put your name in there, whatever. You can put family cruise, just something that you know what to identify it with. And then this gives you your cabins that you can choose. You only have interior and balcony that's available on this cruise. There's no ocean view. Either they're all booked up already, or they've been part of a group cruise booking. They're not available. So the categories over here, the type and the categories are the numbers and the letters. I was able to look up what those mean, and you can see the interior is a 4, a category 4. That means it's interior. The number is the type of room it is. All right, the number, so 4 are interior, 8 are balcony, and I believe ocean view are 6. Okay, the letters indicate the category, the type, the better quality. I guess the higher the letter, the better the quality, and that the higher the price. So you can see the prices go up, you know, in a 4K. These are the same actually right here. That's your different person. This is the rate right here. So you can see the each category, your price goes up a little bit more. So it's a little bit better room, maybe a better view, not obstructed. These are interior though, maybe it's just a bigger room. Balconies, you can see the prices start at $15.09, go all the way up to $16.34, all on, you know, a balcony. So it just depends on maybe a K might have a bigger balcony, or a bigger room, a better view. So the higher up you go in letters, the better. And you can see here, I did a search about the cabin type. So, you know, 1, 3, and 4 is interior, ocean view is 6, and balcony is 7, 8, and 9. And suites are not, they're marked by an S. So the K has French doors. So that 8K I showed you, it has, where's that? Right here. 8K will have French doors on that balcony. There's different things here, the different categories. The balcony is 8. 8N have extended balconies. M and N have extended balconies. And 9B is a premium balcony, and a 9C is a premium vista balcony. So those are the different categories. You can look them up online. All I did was Googled Carnival cabin categories. So you can, you know, just search that, Google that, and find everything on Google. You get paid 16% commissions. And this is where you request your rooms. So say I'm going to get a couple interior rooms. I want the better quality. Maybe I'll do like 934 versus 954. I might just do like the 4E and do 4 of those. And this tells you how many is available. So I'm going to do 4 interior. And you have to do 8 to make it a group. Okay. So I'm going to do 4 interior. I'm going to do 1 8B category, which is a lower. Actually, I'm going to keep the balconies the same because I want to keep them the same price. So I'm going to do 4, I think 8C. I'm just looking at the price here because I don't want to go too high. And you can always add or change or take away. I'm going to do 4 8D. That's about mid-range. That should be a good view. So I'm going to do 4 of those, and then 4 interior. And then the max that I'm allowed to use for this one is 24. So I'm just going to put 8 cabins right now since it's Alaska. Not, you know, maybe not too many people want to do it. So this is what the rate would be per person for a double occupancy. All right, so each person will pay for that. And then if there's a third person in the room, this is what the third person and the fourth person will pay. All right, their deposit is going to be $400, and it needs to be paid by April 9th. So they give you, you know, 2 months to pay that. It's usually 60 days from the time you book to pay your deposits. All right, the VPP, I'm looking. This is the vacation protection. That is trip insurance. You're going to decline that because you're going to get that in your back office anyway. Okay. The rate code is PGY. That's just the code for this group. There's codes for every group. So if you add more, you'll want to look for that rate code. And fun points, amenities supported, it said yes. And what that means is you get amenities, and it says right here you get fun points. You get 3 of them with this cruise. So you can go and assign your amenities, and you have a choice of putting a bottle of wine in people's room if you want to give them an onboard credit. I know with 3 points you can get $25 onboard credit for each person, up to 2 people in the cabin. So they can get $50 onboard credit with that. So let's see, I'm going to save and continue. All right, this just verifies everything, and I'm going to actually book this. Um, so I'm going to hit yes and confirm booking. And I got 4 balcony. I'm just writing this down. And then this is 8/13/2019. You want to write as much as you can down. So if you end up not getting the booking confirmation number right away, if something goes wrong, you have that. And this is your booking number. I'm going to write that down. KUM19. So I have my booking number, and I can go back and change things. I can edit. I can print my confirmation. Different guidelines. This tells me everything. It's $400 per person deposit by April 9th. And then full payment is due not until May next year. You can see 2019. So you can have them make payments on it monthly if they want, or they can just pay it in full by May next year. Payment guidelines, cancellation guidelines. This just tells you, how much they get back. Say they decide in July next year that they want to cancel, they're only going to get 75%, or they only get 25% back. And the complimentary policy, for every 15 full fare guests, you get a 1 fare guest free. So for every 15, you'll get 1 free. So if you fill this up with 16, one of those are going to be free. You'll get a credit toward 1 person. So when people make their deposit, you want them to fill out a credit card authorization form. And so you have their credit card information, and you're going to go to make a payment, and you're going to hit Fund Ship Pay. Okay, this is when they're making their initial deposit. So you hit Fund Ship Pay, and this is going to take you to the pay, and you want to make sure you have the right booking number in here, because if you accidentally have the wrong booking number in here, it could go to somebody else's booking. All right, so someone's going to pay with a credit card. All right, I'm verifying that is my booking number. And then I'm going to submit. I'm not making a payment. You can see, okay, winter getaway, $6,400 is due. So I'm going to book these cabins I have 60 days to book these cabins. And they have $400 per person to pay. All right, and then once I have that $6,400 all paid, I'm going to select this, and I'm going to, say someone's booking theirs, they're paying their $800 deposit because they have 2 people. I'm going to, hit payment summary, and then I will put the credit card information in and confirm it. You can see payment summary and then confirmation. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm not paying it right now. So you can see the gross balance is $23,000. Once these deposits are made, you can see what the net balance is, and then you just collect it. Each person, once their cabin is berthed, let me go back. I'm just going to go back to Go CCL, and I'll show you how you can get into your group booking. So you want to manage the group booking. So I'm going to go into manage my group booking since I have it booked, and I'm going to type in my caps KQM19, and I'm going to search for it. Okay, so I'm going, say my deposits are made, I'm going to berth my guest now. So I click berth guest, and this is, once they're ready, they have their deposit made, they can pick their cabin. So if they are a travel agent, you click Interline. That is your travel agent discount, okay? If they're military, you can give them a military discount. If they're I'm going to put Interline too. If they are a previous cruiser, you want to put their VIFP number in. If you don't know it, if they don't know it, you can look it up and type their name and their birth date, and it'll find it. This is my husband's. So you can see it brought his up. This one's mine. It's going to look it up and find me. So then you're going to search just like, and this is just what a basic booking looks like. If you're going to do an individual stateroom, you're doing the same thing. See, this is that PGY. That is our winter getaway. That's our group rate right there. If you put them in a different category, it's going to add another room onto your booking, but you might be able to find them a better price. So this early saver VIFP offer is going on right now. They get more onboard credits and they're getting 50%. It might not be on this one. They were getting, I know Alaskan Cruises don't really have 50% deposits. They have a pretty high deposit. There are some military rates, but you want to make sure that it supports amenities and comps, because if you, whatever you're giving your group, they will not get that, because if it says it does not support, like right here, I'm looking for one, no amenities, right here it says. So it does not support amenities. That person, if you booked that rate for them, they would not get whatever you're giving to your group. Like you got 3 amenities to spend. If you're putting bottles of wine in there, they wouldn't get it because you chose that for them. So you want to make sure you choose the supports amenities. All right, so that is our group there. I'm going to choose this early saver, and looking at another one. I was looking for an interline rate. Looks like they're all about the same, but I like to choose 3 just to compare, and you can compare the prices to our cruise. And these are our rates right here, these two, $934 and $1544. So you can see right here, if you choose this one, it's $1544. And the category we have is 8D. Well, this is going to bump them up 2 categories. It's going to an 8F because it's upgrading, okay, and for the same price. All right, and then this one is $1544 for the same thing. So that one you don't really want to do. If you can bump them up a category, that might be, you know, they get a 2 category upgrade. So I'm going to choose that one and show you what happens. This one is just going to be what I just booked. Okay, $1544, you get $25, you know, onboard credit. This one you get a 2 category upgrade. And let me show you what else. You're going to get another onboard credit because of this offer that's going on. Okay, I'm not going to upgrade any more than that. That's just asking if you want to do a suite. I always click no because I chose what I wanted. Just trying to upsell you. So this is where you choose your cabin. I usually go and look at the reviews and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that right now. And I'll look at the picture of the room and the layout and all that. But I usually like to pick midship, which that looks like about all they have available anyway. So I'm going to just choose this one just to keep moving. All right. All right, so this gives our information. You got to have a phone number, one of these. Okay, nobody call my husband. Probably all got my number. So I always choose your time dining, and they can change it when they book it if they want. I always add gratuities, that way they don't have any surprise charges when they get there. That happened to us. We had a travel agent book our cruise one time, and this is the one that I was on before I joined. 4 of us on the cruise. It was an 8-day cruise. And we get there and they said you have to pay like $100 and some each for gratuities. We're like, what? We didn't know anything about it. Good thing we had the money, but we were kind of surprised. And you know, some people wouldn't have an extra $400 to, you know, pay up front like that. So don't give your clients any surprises. So add the gratuities to their price of the cruise. So I'm going to save and continue. Okay, this is where I'm berthing the cabin. Now, the deposit is $400. So that's not per person, that's $400 total. That's good. The gratuities is $181, and then the miscellaneous charges are tax and port fees, and yeah, that's what it is, taxes and port fees, and then the gratuities are the gratuities that they pay for the ship workers. So that is the cost of the cruise. And then you can see a promotional credit of $50. Plus, if you give them that through the group, they're going to get more onboard credit also. So that is how you birth a cabin. You just click, yes, I've read and agree to book. You confirm the booking, make the payment, and their final payment is due May of 2015. Oh, this looks amazing. I'm really excited about this. Does anybody want to go to Alaska with us? Oh, this is amazing. Okay, so let me see. I'm going to stop the share real quick. Open it up. If anybody wants to ask any questions about this before I go on to making flyers, feel free to ask any questions about the group booking. You can unmute yourself. Did I go through it too fast? Marsha, you got something?
Yes, Cindy. The deposit you were saying was $400. It wasn't per person. It was per cabin, or it's per person?
Well, it said per person on my group, but that was a special rate. You got a 50% deposit. Because I booked one of these yesterday.
Okay.
And with that promotion that I chose, there was a 50% discount on.
Discount on.
And yeah, and it's either, it ends today or tomorrow. It was like a 2-day promotion Carnival was running. And so that they applied it to that. So it was $400 total. And so one thing I forgot to tell you, it's going to add another cabin onto your group.
Right.
So let me show you when that happens. You go back to your original booking. Oh, I went to the wrong thing. You go back to your original booking. You manage group bookings. Put in your number. Go back to your original booking and modify booking and decrease request. So you would take one of the cabins off. You would just like change 1 to 3 because it would show another cabin in there.
Oh, because you didn't actually add it, so it's not showing that it's on
right
there. But
I can show you on one that I did yesterday. I have a cruise going in November, and I've actually added like 3 cabins to mine. These are my I have 8 interior, 10 ocean view by balcony. And I've added 2 ocean view because I had somebody who wanted connecting rooms. It was a family of 5, and they wanted a connecting ocean view room. So we went ahead and booked their cabin, and they had to get a different category. And then I had somebody who had that same promotion with the 50% deposit and additional onboard credit, and then a cheaper price. That was running with that promotion yesterday when I booked them on this. So it added another cabin. So I went and modified my booking, and I took one of my balconies off, and so these 8B are my balconies. So I just took one of them off.
Okay.
So you can adjust those, up until I think the final payment is due, without being stuck with them. You just have to have at least 8 cabins.
Right. Okay, so I have another question.
Okay.
So what happens if you book a group cruise and then there's no interest and you can't fill the cabins? I mean, is there a way you can get out of it, or you're stuck with that and you just have to pay for the...
You have those 60 days to book the cabins.
Okay.
To get the deposits. And actually what I did, I booked all of these, and it was a promotion going on, and it was a $25 deposit. So I had everybody pay a $50 deposit. Okay. So it covered, I only had to fill half the cabins to hold the cruise.
Right.
To hold the cabin. So if you have a $25 deposit, you want to charge double, because if someone's paying a $25 deposit on a cruise, first of all, you don't know how serious they are. You want
Right.
to, get a little bit of a bigger, you got two people going, that's $100 you're putting down into this, deposit. So they're going to be a little bit more serious about it. And then you can use that to hold, and this is how Carnival teaches you how to do it in the travel industry. If you watch the Carnival training, they tell you to do it like this. So you
Right.
want to hold that cabin or the whole cruise. So I had, enough money down. I needed like $600 down to hold the whole cruise. Now I still have about 10 cabins open because
Okay.
I didn't get them all filled. So now I'm trying to fill them all. The cruise is coming up in November. If I can release some of these cabins if I in the next month or so, if they don't fill, I can release them.
Okay,
I'm
that's
not
what I
going to be,
was wondering.
yeah, I'm not going to be penalized. You have to have at least 8 though. So if you're only doing
Right.
like that Alaskan cruise, that makes me nervous of trying to fill 8 cabins on an Alaskan cruise because it's an expensive cruise, and we're over here, toward the East Coast. Not a lot of people are going to fly to Seattle to go on an Alaskan cruise, but
Right.
you never know. So I'm going to
Right.
try it. I got 60 days to try it out and fill it out, see if anybody wants to go. If not, there's so many Carnival like Facebook pages. You can go in and say, look, I got this amazing deal. Like these prices here is crazy. And as it gets closer to like July, August, as it gets closer to November, people are going to jump on these prices because the prices are going to go up on that cruise.
Exactly.
They're going to see this. They're going to be like, or, friends of friends that are going on this cruise are going to, they're going to talk to their friends and say, they're going to be excited about it. And
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Anything else about this? Anybody? I see in the chat. How do people pay on their own? They do not pay on their own. They have to go through you. You're the travel agent. You make the payments for them. They have no access to pay on their own. They can set up automatic payments, or you can set up automatic payments. You put their credit card in, and teletravel gives you the option of scheduling payments. So you can schedule the payments if they want to pay, say, $100 every month. You can schedule those payments, and then you just remind your customer when that payment's going to come out. The credit card authorization is in your back office, or it's in Gold Star Travel Crew under the files. You're welcome, Patty. All right, I'm going to move on to the next thing I want to show you guys. I want to show you how to make flyers, and this will be quick because this is easy. One thing that I'm going to close all these Carnival things here. Get a bunch of. Okay, one thing that is handy on the computer when you are taking courses, different things like that, doing the different educations, and say you just want to screenshot something on your screen. This tinytake.com is a good program to have, and it's free. So all you gotta do is just click download now, and you can capture anything on your screen. So I recommend downloading TinyTake, or if you know of any other, things, programs like this, have something on your computer that you can just do a screenshot, because instead of print screen, copy paste, you can actually just, if I right now hit shift print screen, my TinyTake comes up, and I can just screenshot that, and then I can save that as a photo. Save locally, I can save it as a photo. I can copy it to my clipboard and paste it somewhere if I want to paste it, like on a Word document or something. It's so easy to use. And I can add, if you guys seen my, I created a map for somebody today. You guys didn't see it. But you can add text. So I can make a text box and, make it smaller, share it in the team, whatever. I can delete that. Delete that text box. There we go. You can, make, you can do all kinds of things with this. Is what I was looking for. I could do like an X, through it, before saving it. and I don't want to save that, but it's handy to have this. So it's tinytake.com is one thing I wanted to just show you before you do this, because it's definitely, you're going to want it when you're making posters. So this website is postermywall.com. Let me put that in the chat. Snipping tool is free and great too. That's good. I've only have experience with Tiny Take, so I can't say anything about snipping tool. Postermywall.com. That is this program, and I've been using this for about a month on a couple different things. And when I made my group cruise flyer that I have for November, I had a lot of people asking this week how I created that. So all you do is you can create an account so you can keep your stuff, but it'll ask you that once you start saving. Create a design, and then lots of different flyers I think will come up, or you can, yeah, different flyers will come up. So you can see all these different options you have. If there's something particular you're looking for, you can search for it. So the first one, I'm going to just search for travel and look for something basic that you can create to advertise your travel business. Okay. I hit enter. Thought I did. There we go. So you can look at all these different flyers, how cool they are. Let's click this one. So it's loaded. You can customize it. So let's customize. And you can click on any of these and change this. So, okay. So I'm going to, I want to edit the text. Looking for the text. Sorry. I'm still new at this too, by the way. So I'm going to put schedule your trip.com travel. That's my travel company. I don't want to do that. I want to move it over a little. Okay. So I can change and put my phone number there. I can put my website. You can replace the image and put your own image. I can put contact me. Over here, when I was doing this today, it showed the text over here, and I was able to type the text in over here. That's why I was looking. I don't see it on, maybe it was just that certain flyer that I was working on. You know, contact us. Mm, there we go. And you can move that. And you can put your email. I don't know. You can just, you know, make a flyer and personalize it for your, I'm sorry, I'm probably looking really close into my screen. Contact us today for best. I think I'll do that. Contact us today for best price. Travel price guarantee. And then you can stretch that out. Trying to stretch it out. There we go. Letting me stretch it down. I had it. That one's not working. Too many words. You may have to copy. Like today I did one, and I clicked that, and then I copied text, so it created me another box. So I was able just to bring it down and then type my next word in the next box. So you can just create something like that, and then once you have it the way you want it, you can save it. If you save it, it will go to your like files. I'll show you that in a second. You can download it. I don't know where it goes. I tried to download, The free one, you can pay for downloads, but you don't want to do that if you want to keep it free. But I don't know where it goes, so I haven't been able to find it. If anybody figures that out, please let me know. There's no way to download and save as. So I decided to use my Tiny Take and able to save my file that way. And I have this on there. You want to make sure all of your boxes are off and your flyers how you want it to look. So I take my Tiny Take and you cut out my flyer, and there, now I have my flyer. And then I just simply save locally on my computer as I'm going to just save it as my test flyer. So I have it saved on my computer now. So that's how you can create those. The file, if you want, I'm going to go back to poster my wall. And you can click my stuff, and then that will bring up your thing. So this is my flyer that I made with my cruise. And you can see it was a moving flyer, but I just captured it with my Tiny Take, so it didn't show it moving. But it gave this basically is my group cruise. I just took, I'll show you which flyer I picked. So take a look at that. And then I will show you, I typed in cruise, search for inspiration. I typed in cruise ship. And this is the one that I chose. So you can just change your words around and make it your own. You can see, and you know, I took a lot of the words off and just I put my own picture. I put my picture of the Carnival Liberty, which is the one we're cruising on. And yeah, there's a lot you can do with it. Let's see. If you're wanting to create another idea, post on my wall, create. Say you want to do just like a basic ad for the rep side, if not the travel side. So you can do like specific for, like if you have a cruise scheduled, like a group cruise, you want to advertise it, or say a Mardi Gras party. If you have a trip to New Orleans, you can do that, or Las Vegas. Maybe let's see if there's any Las Vegas. See, you can do different Vegas ones. I know just in the travel ones itself, it has casino things. I seen a casino bus trip, yeah. If there's, like, say you want to create a flyer for the business side, if you want to just advertise your business, you could do something like this, or you could take all of this information off and put get paid to book travel and advertise the rep side of the business also. Creating one of these flyers. So different things that you can do. Let me see if there's questions in here. I'm going to stop the share. It goes into your download file. I looked there, Michelle, yesterday, and I couldn't find it. It wasn't in my downloads. So that's why I didn't know where to find it. I looked in my downloads, like most recent downloads, and I couldn't find it. So I was lost. I don't know. Maybe you can show me. Okay. Well, I'll try it again tomorrow when I'm with you, and we'll see if we can find it. Maybe I'm not looking in the right spot. So, okay, look in your downloads if you download it to your computer. Any questions on that, on the flyers, the Tiny Take, group cruises, anything you guys have questions? Was this helpful? Okay, some of you are saying yes. Okay, good. All right, I'm done unless you guys have something else you want me to show you as far as those 3 things. Next week, I'll let you guys know what our training is going to be on, but I'm hoping to do stuff like this every week. So you guys have any ideas of what you want to learn, definitely put it out in the chat or in the team page or message me directly, and I will work on it to help you teach everybody. Because if you're having a question, I'm sure somebody else is too. All right. Good night, everybody. Have a great week. Contact me if you need anything I can help you with. I'm here to help. I should be free most of the day tomorrow. We're going to be working. So I'm going to be focused on. I have a 2-hour drive to Columbus, but we're going to be working on some of that other stuff that I told you about. So I'll be around my computer and phone all day. So if anybody needs anything, give me a holler. Thanks, everybody.